Hi guys, welcome back. This episode we are going to be doing overhead cupboards. In here we've got three main cupboards and we've converted the bulkhead into a cupboard as well. A few more cupboards down the side, but the overall plan is to try and get as much storage space as you can within the area. Every bit of storage counts when you're in such a small place. Here we've got as big as we could without compromising the height space underneath where the sofas are, so we're not banging our heads or anything. Still loads of space, but we have a lot of storage rooms. Also as well, in the last van build that we've done a video on that, which if you check our playlists and go to the previous van build, you'll see there as well how we've give ideas on how to help secure it more. But in this van you'll see shortly, I used the shower along here, use the shower wall to help support it as well, so it's not just screwed into the ceiling and into the wall. And on these two cupboards we use the side of the kitchen to help hold it up as well, so it's not just on screws. But as I say, yeah, if you wanted to look at our other video as well on overhead cupboards, I'll try and link that video into here as well somewhere, so it explains it a bit more. But yeah, I did delete quite a few of the videos. I've got a habit of deleting videos by mistake and then not redoing them. So a few of the videos have been deleted. I do apologise, and I'll try and go into as much detail as I can, and I'll show you now how I've done it. So here's a tip that might help in some way. Just doing the overhead cupboards, and same as the last van, if you're able to, see if you can try and use other things to help support some of the weight as well. In here I haven't got no screws in yet, and yet that is solid. All I've done is, if I can take it out, along the edge I've left an extra bit because that slots up into my shower cubicle wall. As you can see here, I've screwed a batten coming across, and I've cut a bit of the plywood out, so the overhead cupboard slots into there. I was going to add another one down here, but I've made the cupboards a bit longer, so I can't do that now. But I can screw, I've got a beam coming across here as well, so I can screw my overhead cupboard into that beam, so it's still going to be supporting it as well. So as I say, it's literally simple. That goes in there. A bit harder with one hand. There we go. Semi lined up. But yeah, that is wedged here and wedged above there. That is solid. So at least now I haven't got all my weight just going into one, two beams on the roof. I've now got it supported in more places. Hope that helps. So before I put my cupboard together, what I've done is I've ran some carpet down in place. So I've got a piece and I've come across the ceiling and then down in one, and then I've put a little section along the side. Makes it a bit easier than trying to carpet it inside after. There we go, this should just slap back in now. Get it lined back up. There we go. Voila. And now to finish off the rest of the cupboard. So I've got my piece for the back, but because the van is arched, rather than the wood being straight, it's going to be on an angle. So this the back piece here, it's going to be angled down. So the pieces, the battens that I've cut for the supports underneath, I've cut them all on a slight angle. It's literally minimal. I've got one somewhere, there we go. As you can see, this here is 90-degree line, so it's slightly just over, so it's not much, but that is enough to keep the bottom straight rather than on an angle. Just screwed that in now. That is nice and solid, and all it is 25 by 30mm batten from B&Q. These are roughly 34.5 centimeters drop, and the depth on them is 32.5, 33 centimeters. So it's a nice big cupboard, and that'll be for just clothes and stuff like that for the kids. So nice and solid. At some point I'll put plywood across on the inside and then sort the fronts out, but my main thing at the moment is just getting all the carcasses done, ready. Just got to cut all the carpet back as well, make all that nice and tidy. But yeah, there we go. Hey guys, so the cupboards are now done, complete. And with the fronts, what I've done was I used 6mm ply, but the only problem with 6mm ply is screws. The screws will end up coming through, so I didn't really want them on show, mainly from the hinges and also the clasps. Well, that part of the clasp. So what I've done was I put a framework around it. It's not what I wanted, but it's ideal. Saved me buying more plywood, 12mm ply to cover the screws. So the framework will cover all the screws penetrating from the hinges and the clasp. The handles, I've used leather straps. They were from Amazon, and I'm sure it was a pack of 10 or 20 I got. I think they come in packs of 10. Yeah, I think I bought 2 packs, 10 each. I'll put the price here. But as always, I'll put the link for these in the comments below. I'll put links for the clasps as well, and also the gas struts. With the gas struts, they were in a pack of 5. There we go, there's one. Pack of 5, also from Amazon. And these are absolutely a godsend. In the last van, we always had to hold up the door while you're trying to get stuff out. Not too bad on the clothes ones, but when you've got the kitchen one and you're trying to get all the food and different bits and bobs out, it can be a pain. So we decided this time to go for the gas struts. They're not expensive, but they're definitely worth it. This one, with these, they are simple to do. Literally measure from there, measure out, and then again measure down. They come in a little clear plastic cover, but on the side of the plastic it'll show you the dimensions on how you want it. So if you want it 90 degrees or an angle or just below, it will tell you where to screw to. I believe this is 8 centimeters across and about 22.5 down. So about 25 centimeters, I think, because it's not 90 degrees. Then the clasps, again, they're straightforward as well. They're off Amazon and they come in a pack of 20, I think. Then there is a big grab on them. They are easy to do. It's easier to put these on first and then line up the other part of the clasp. It makes it so much easier. Handles, again, simple. Literally drill a hole through, the bolt goes through, and you simply screw from the back. But I didn't fancy big handles because in the last van we kept knocking ourselves on the handles. So I thought this time round we'll go for soft ones, so we can move them out the way if need be, but we've literally put them everywhere. And did we put any on the sides of here as well? Yeah, there we go. All down the sides of the cupboards along there as well. So that is our cupboards. The stain, I can't remember the colour of the stain, but I will add it on. So as you can see, they do look different colours. It is the same as the roof. This also was off Amazon and it dries really quick. We done the roof months before we done the doors. We used the same paintbrush, just literally covered it, and it lasted. It goes really far as well. I think on the doors we put 2 coats. On the ceiling, I think it's just 2 coats on the ceiling as well. Really good stuff to work with, and it is a nice colour. I've used it everywhere. I bought a 5 litre, no, I think I bought a 2 litre. I'm lying. I bought a 1 litre and it done everywhere. I think we only ran out on one of the cupboards, so I had to buy a little sample pot just to finish off, but it goes really far. I definitely recommend that. So the cupboards, in the end, we've got the base underneath. I was going to put it inside, but we'll lose quite a bit of space, so I'm happy with how they've turned out. There we go, here's the other cupboard on the other side. I did the same again with the carpets. Makes it so much easier to put the carpet on first. Oh, and you still need to put a bit on there. The electrics are all in the centre. This is literally for the TV, the main lights, yeah, spreader lights which are underneath, the pump, and the lights around the edge. On off switch, kill switch for all this, the dimmer. So that is all within there, and we've literally just blocked it off both sides. A few screws, we can easily get to that. And these sides here, the side there actually comes through and holds this in place. So the 6mm ply comes up through there. As you can see, we've got some supports. So this whole thing is also rested on both sides of the kitchen. We did it in the last van, it worked a treat, so we decided to do it again in this van because it helps hold all the weight. As I said earlier with up here, I took a little bit out of the wall, and the same up here, which helped keep it secure. Anything that you can do to help hold your cupboards in place is a bonus, because all this being in one, going over bumpy roads and stuff, you don't want all the force along the top So at least having things at the sides and stuff to help it stay in place is definitely a bonus. So unfortunately, a lot of the videos did get deleted by mistake. I've got a habit of deleting them without realising and then forgetting to redo the videos. So I do hope this has helped, and if you do have any questions, feel free to ask on here or ask in the Facebook group, Budget Self Built Campervan Club. More than happy to help, but as I say, I did lose a lot of the videos, so I do apologise about that. But yeah, as I said, all the things I'll add in links in the comments below, and see you on the next video. Take care all.